Hello there, welcome to ShineTech's YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to go through anatomy MCQs on the upper limb, and this is part 2 of the video. So the first question, which is question 11 in this part, reads, the deltopectoral groove contains A, the deltoid branch of the lateral thoracic artery, B, the symphatic vein, C, the apical group of axillary lymph nodes, and D, all of the above, and E, none of the above. So what is found in the deltopectoral groove is simply the symphatic vein. So the correct answer is B, because in the pectoral groove, deltopectoral groove, which is simply the groove between the deltoid muscle there and the pectoral region, there is a groove here, and that groove you are going to find the symphatic vein. That's why we are saying the correct answer is B. We move on to question 12. So question 12 reads, the axilla contains all of the following except A, axillary artery, B, axillary vein, C, trunks of the brachial plexus, D, fat, and E, tail of the breast. So the axilla contains all of these except C, which are the trunks of the brachial plexus, because when you look at this picture here, we could see the roots there, and then after the roots you find the trunk. So the trunk is not in the axillary because they are found on the shoulder after the clavicle. That's where the trunks are, so they are not in the axilla. So in the axilla you will find the axillary artery, the axillary vein, even fats are there, and the tail of the breast, but not the trunks of the brachial plexus. So except C. The correct answer for question 12 is C. We move on to question 13. Question 13 reads, the bicipital groove of the humerus lodges the A, axillary artery, B, long head of the biceps, C, long head of the triceps, D, the coracobrachiolis, and E, none of the above. So question 13, the correct answer is B. Long head of the bicep is contained in the bicipital groove of the humerus. Question 14. Muscle taking origin from the clavicle is, so the muscle that takes origin from the clavicle is A, subclavius, B, trapezius, C, pectoris major, D, all of the above, and E, A and B only. So which muscles or which muscle originate from the clavicle? So the muscle that originates from the clavicle is the pectoris major. The pectoris major is the muscle that originates from the clavicle there, and from the sternum, this part, and from the manubrium here, and the sternum. So the correct answer is the pectoris major muscle originates from the clavicle. So we move on to question 15. One of the following is a branch of the second part of the axillary artery. One of the following is a branch of the second part of the axillary artery. A, lateral thoracic artery, B, the anterior circumference femoral artery, and C, the posterior circumference femoral artery, and D, superior thoracic artery, and E, we have the subscapular artery. So which one among these is a branch of the second part of the axillary artery? So question 15, the correct answer is A. The lateral thoracic artery is the branch of the second part of the axillary artery. Remember, the axillary artery is this artery here. So that artery is divided into three parts. It has the first part, which gives rise to the first part there, which gives rise to the superior thoracic artery. The superior thoracic artery rises from the first part. And then from there, we have the second part. And the second part gives rise to the thoracoacromial. The thoracoacromial artery rises from the second part, and then from there we have the retrothoracic artery. This one here also rises from the second part there, and the third part gives rise to the posterior and anterior circumference femoral artery, rises from the third part of the axillary artery. So the branching of the second part of the axillary is simply the laterothoracic artery, and the other one is the thoracoacromial artery, as we have seen in this diagram here. The thoracoacromial artery and the retrothoracic artery are the arteries that rises from the second part of the axillary artery. So question 16. So question 15, the correct answer is A. So we go to question 16. Question 16 reads, the thoracoacromial artery is a branch of the thoracoacromial artery is a branch of the A. subclavian artery, B. first part of the axillary artery, C. second part of the axillary artery, D. third part of the axillary artery, and E. brachial artery. So the thoracoacromial artery, as I had already said, arises from the second part of the axillary artery. It is the branch of the second part of the axillary artery together with the retrothoracic artery. Okay, so let's move on to question 17. So as you can see here, the thoracoacromial artery rises from the second part of the axillary artery. So question 17. So question 16, the correct answer here is C, second part of the axillary artery. Question 17 reads, the breast is supplied by A, the laterothoracic artery, B, internal thoracic artery, and C, intercostal arteries, D, all of the above, and E, none of the above. So the correct answer for question 17 is D. All of the above are correct, because when you look at this picture here, you'd see that the retrothoracic artery, which is A, supplies the breast, supplies the lateral part of the breast, and we also have the internal thoracic artery there. This internal thoracic artery also supplies the medial aspect of the breast, and then from there we have the internal thoracic artery there and the intercostal arteries. So intercostal arteries, these are arteries which are inside the thoracic, so they also supply the breast. So that's why we are saying all of the above are correct. So question 17 is D. Question 18, the female breast. The female breast, A, has a nipple that is usually located opposite the Mcqs intercostal space, and B, has Cooper's ligament that suspends the breast, and C has a bed formed mainly by the serratus anterior muscle, and D has about 5 lactiferous sinuses, and E, it is lymphatic. Its lymphatics drain mainly in the parasternal lymph nodes. So question 18, the female breast has the Cooper's ligament that suspends the breast. So the correct answer for question 18 is B. The female breast has the Cooper's ligament that suspends the breast. So we could see the Cooper's ligament here. These are ligaments which suspends the breast. So when you come to A is saying has a nipple that is usually located on the fifth intercostal space. The nipple, mainly in young women, is located in the fourth intercostal space or fifth intercostal space, not in fifth intercostal space. Then from there, C is not correct because has a bed formed mainly by the serratus anterior. So the serratus anterior do not form the bed of the female breast. Then from there, D has about 5 lactiferous sinuses. So the breast has about 15 to 20, not 5 lactiferous sinuses. And E, the lymphatic drainage is mainly, the lymph is mainly drained by the pectoral lymph nodes, mainly by the pectoral lymph nodes. Those are the nodes, the lymph nodes which drains the breast, not the parasternal. So the parasternal also drains the breast, but mainly it is the pectoral lymph node which drains the breast. So let's move on to question 19. So question 19 reads, so question 18, the correct answer is B. Correct answer is B. Question 19, the brachial plexus has A, 8 rami, B, 5 trunks, C, 6 divisions, D, 4 cords, and E, none of the above. So question 19, the correct answer is C, 6 divisions. So let's start with A. 8 rami. So when you count the roots of the brachial plexus here, they are not 8. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 roots from the brachial plexus, meaning this is incorrect. So B, 5 trunks. So let's count the trunks. The trunks are here. So we have the fifth and sixth root forming the first trunk, and we have the seventh root forming the second trunk, and we have the eighth and the T1 and C8 which forms the other trunk. So we only have 1, 2, 3 trunks, so meaning they are not 5 trunks, and B is incorrect. So let's count the divisions. So the divisions are these divisions which takes place there. So when you count, you're going to find that we have about 3 anterior divisions, which are 1, 2, and 3, and we have another 3 posterior divisions. So the posterior divisions are 1, 2, and 3. So altogether makes 6 divisions. That's why C is a correct answer. Then from there, the chords are only 3, 1, 2, 3, not 4. And the correct answer for question 19 is C, which are 6 divisions. Then let's go to question 20. The usual number of branches of the medial cord of the brachial plexus. So the usual number of branches of the medial cord of the brachial plexus: A 1, B 2, C 3, D 4, and E 5. So the usual number of the branches of medial cord are 5. They are 5. So let's count them. So this is the medial cord. So the medial cord has the branch of the medial pectoral nerve. It has the branch of the medial calcaneus nerve, and it has the branch of the medial calcaneus of the forearm. That is 3. So we have 1, 2, 3 there. And then from there we have this branch here. It is also coming from the media, and then we have the ulna there. So there are 5. There are 5 branches of the medial cord. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comments section concerning this video. Remember, hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos.